All right, and we're live. This is Two Dorks, One Mic. I'm Kyle.
And I'm James.
All right, so we want to start with the big news of Wonder Woman opened with $100 million this weekend.
Sure, why not?
Holy shit, that is fucking awesome.
It is very fucking awesome.
And it's
I have yet to see the movie, but this is exciting news.
It's so good. It's so good. Oh my god, like
really makes me kind of ashamed to be late to the punch on movies these days, but
yeah,
it's really good to know that this film is doing very well.
Yeah, but no, it's just it's fucking awesome, dude. Like, fucking I mean, I'm so happy that Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot are pretty much like all but signed on to come back for a second one.
It'll be even though I haven't seen this film yet, I can't really imagine where the next film could possibly go.
Well, apparently Patty Jenkins says the next film will take place in America in modern day.
I had a hunch, but I didn't want to assume.
Yeah, I mean, maybe she can go punch Trump in the face.
We can get the origin story of her, how she got the invisible jet.
That would be fucking awesome. Oh, you need to get the invisible jet.
I got a feeling we're not going to get it, but it would be really awesome if we did.
Well, Patty Jenkins says she wants to do it, so.
Hey, I'm all for it. There could be like a cool way they could introduce it.
Yeah, exactly. She could probably get it in Justice League, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe it's Bruce Wayne. Maybe it's Wayne Tech. I don't know.
Maybe it is Wayne Tech. Maybe it's like when they can't fly around, when they can't bother him to use the Batwing. It's like, hey, here, I'm going to give you this alternate mode of transportation. It's invisible, so people can't see it.
Exactly.
Boom.
Yeah.
There you go.
But
but yeah, it's really good that we finally have a film that does what so many of us, or very few of us, I really don't know the numbers, are setting out to do, and making big budget action films that star strong female leads that are not victims to trends or tropes, that are just,
Well, she's not a female character. She's a badass character who just happens to be female. You know what I mean?
She's an icon.
Yeah.
Icon, been around for decades, and it's great to see that even in this modern day, they can give her an edge that characters similar to her have been lacking.
Yeah, totally, man. It's fucking great.
Makes me all the more excited to find it when I can finally sit down and watch this film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's first DC movie of the cinematic universe to be certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. So,
I can't say that's a bad thing.
Nope.
I think that if anything, that's a plus. That is a big old plus.
Oh, I mean, yeah, absolutely, it's a fucking plus.
And we got a big old plus, and that's awesome.
And if Justice League comes out and is really good, I mean, we're back on track. We're back on track.
No need to get paranoid and scramble to come up with a new solution. It's going to be fine.
I mean,
and then when people can stop bothering Ben Affleck about the Batman.
Yep.
Because not to get too sidetracked, but I'm worried that the fact that he's getting pressured and bothered so much might impact some of the movie's quality.
Well, it's just. I mean, I get it. We all love Batman. And Ben Affleck is an awesome Batman.
Yes.
But he's not just an actor, he's a filmmaker.
Yep, he is.
And he wants to go and do his own projects, and, he even said in that interview, like, when he was, like, I forget what show he was on, but he's like, it took me 3 years to make Live by Night. No one was like, where's Live by Night? And then he's like, everyone kept asking, where's the Batman? He's like, I'm working! Slow down!
Let's stop busting his hump. Like, we didn't bust too many balls during, like, pun not very much intended, over Wonder Woman's development. Let's not do that with the Batman. Let's letting a project like Wonder Woman do its own thing with people that gave a shit about it turns it into a successful film.
Right. Well, and then
maybe if we can do that with these other ones,
and
get the same results.
Justice League needs to be good. You know what I mean?
It does.
It needs to be good. It needs to be fun, and it needs to be, which
It needs all the pieces.
It needs all the pieces. It's got, and I think James Wan's Aquaman movie is going to be good.
I'm getting a glimmer of hope that is true.
I think that is the next one on the slate, because I think that's the only one filming right now.
Right.
Justice League is in post.
Oh yeah, and then I just remembered that Joe Manganiello as Deathstroke is now up in the air with the recent developments for the Batman.
Well, and that happens where things change, scripts change, but
I don't want him to get axed though. I want to see.
I don't want him to get axed either. He's going to show up in Justice League.
Yeah, but I don't want to see him get left on the cutting room floor. Don't axe this character. It was so awesome to see these characters clash in a video game, no less. Yeah. So to see them clash on the big screen,
right?
Really cool.
I don't think he'll be the main villain. I think he'll be like.
Oh no, I don't think that either. Seeing that he is a mercenary with a very notable agenda. It's not like there's going to be like a villain that whoever's going to be like our main villain he's just going to be like a sideshow attraction.
Right.
He's gonna get paid, brought in, paid. Like, okay, I need you to kill Batman. Like, whatever.
Yeah. But
and then he'll just.
Yeah, it's just.
And then I can get the feeling that he gets these two will be will be necessary, will be equals, and then it'll just be a matter of I'm doing this for the paycheck, but now I'm kind of feeling challenged here. Like, this guy is incredibly skilled.
Yep. And
that's going to be kind of that's where I bet we're going to get the most of our action out of that film is going to be just the two of them trying to see who's better.
Right. Well, and like I said, I'm, but what I loved about Wonder Woman to kind of get decided back kind of on track was it was what I think DC needs to learn how to do and learn from this movie is that it is a standalone movie. There is one reference. There's one big reference to Bruce Wayne at the beginning of the movie and at the end of the movie. But everything else is just Wonder Woman. And I'm fine with that. You don't need to shoehorn in everything that you possibly can. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. These characters, when they're on their own in their own solo movies, they're in their own bubbles. They're on their own. You have to keep in mind that they each dominate a different city, a different location, and doing their own thing. And in those instances, the styles, the tones, all of that stuff is going to be different and best representative of those characters. And when they come together for Justice League, those tones will come together to establish that they're now in the same room.
Well, what I like about this universe's idea as opposed to Marvel is that they'll still interact a little bit. You know what I mean? I like, it's like with every movie in Phase 2, it's well, why didn't they just call the Avengers? That's already established, So, they can kind of, they actually kind of they seem, I'm hoping, they'll seem more like friends than the Avengers kind of did. You know what I mean? Jason Momoa, Aquaman's kind of the party guy. Aquaman's kind of that cool kind of party guy. Bruce Wayne's the money guy. Gal Gadot's the heart of the team. Ezra is just kind of the fun, goofy one. And Superman's the leader, and Cyborg's the,
Yeah, well, it'll be kind of like what CW currently does with their characters, where these characters clearly know each other and can cross over from time to time.
Yeah, I'd be
I remember watching The Flash, and they brought over Green Arrow and another
Legends
character
of Tomorrow,
together.
Supergirl.
Yeah, bringing these characters over to fight a seemingly common foe.
Well, I know Cyborg's going to be in the Flash movie.
Yeah, stuff like that. That's what we need.
Yeah, and if Justice League is good, I think if
That's the paycheck. Let it be the gesture.
Let it just be, if Justice League is good, I think there's going to be a lot more people that are not as worried as much for the DCEU.
We'll get. We'll good. Because
you know
we
had a couple stumbling blocks. You know,
Man of Steel was half good. Dawn of Justice had moments that were good. Suicide Squad had, again, moments that were good.
But if you notice, ever since Batman v Superman, the movies have been getting better.
Yes. And then Wonder Woman hits it out of the fucking park.
Oh, yeah.
Like no one's business. Like, I imagine people had their doubts, and you had some people that are like, nah,
this movie has some higher ratings than some Marvel movies.
This I did not know, which is awesome.
Yeah, which is great.
It goes back to what I say, like,
and you know, I think Warner Brothers is really glad that Wonder Woman's doing well, because I honestly think if Wonder Woman had not done well, they would have just backed into a Batman universe, because we're getting a Nightwing movie, we're getting a Batgirl movie, we're getting a Gotham City Sirens movie, we're getting the Batman. So I feel like that was Plan B if Wonder Woman and Justice... If Wonder Woman wasn't good, and if Justice League isn't good, I think like we're either just going to focus on solo movies and not really do like a Justice League thing. Maybe do like a team-up movie, like in like a Flash Cyborg movie. But
well, now I'm glad that isn't the case, because with the success of Wonder Woman, now the doors have really opened and say, like, oh, yes, this stuff can be successful. We can pull this off when the pieces are in the right places. And
yeah,
I still think this is definitely a huge step to where we can now get more where we can get more films, especially action films, with strong female leads.
Right.
Like because now I'm pretty that Gotham City Sirens movie is probably going to be whenever that movie happens. It'll be very successful in the aftermath of the success of Wonder Woman, or the upcoming Batgirl movie will be very successful in the aftermath of Wonder Woman, proving a huge point in that regard.
Yeah, well, like like what I it's just it's exciting that we're actually. It's just fun to say we actually have a Wonder Woman movie, let alone one that's great.
Yeah, now we can forget about that obscure Supergirl movie that came out way back in the day.
We can forget about Catwoman.
we don't have to forget. We can forget Catwoman, but we cannot forget Halle Berry's awesome speech upon receiving a Razzie.
Oh yeah,
we can't fucking forget that.
Yeah, or we can forget Elektra.
I'm pretty sure. Everything. I'm pretty sure Daredevil obliterated everything that came prior to that.
Yeah.
It made you forget the movie. It made you forget Elektra. It just made you forget all that stuff.
Yeah.
No, this show matters. It's funny. I actually imagine since Wonder Woman was successful, there's probably an executive over at DC or something that's rivals with an executive at Marvel.
Yeah.
And when they got the numbers and the reviews, he just picked up the phone and called that guy and said, "Ha! Suck it, fuckface."
Well, no, because I've had this. I had this argument with my friend, and I was like, "This movie is kind of a fuck you to Marvel," because him and I agree on the fact of there should have been a Wonder Woman movie before this. I agree with that, but it didn't happen. We can't change the past. Marvel's been going for almost a decade. And people have wanted to see a Black Widow movie. I wanted to see a Black Widow movie. They made a movie about Guardians of the Galaxy, about characters that no one cared about before the movie came out. And they took that and said, okay, we'll just put our brand on it and people will see it. But they didn't make a Black Widow movie.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like,
it's frustrating. It's kind of
it just makes me more this movie kind of makes me just number one, happy that we got a female superhero. Number two, I'm just like, okay, Marvel, now you have no excuse.
Balls in your court now.
Balls in your court. They could have made a Captain Marvel movie. They could have done a Miss Marvel movie. They could have done something, but Marvel went, no. But, I mean...
We'll make you wait like another year or two before you get it.
But yeah, now DC can hold that and say, yeah, we did the first, like, really big budget superhero movie that had a female lead.
Mm-hmm.
But I honestly think Patty Jenkins, Gal Gadot, and Chris Pine, they're gonna get Warner Brothers Mafia loyalty now. Because that's how Warner Brothers works, where they're like,
I know,
yeah, mob loyalty. Warner Brothers is probably on the phone with their agent right now, being like, so, what can we do for you?
What can WB do for you?
What can WB do for you? Because that's why Ben Affleck got the role of Batman.
Yeah, because the Town, Argo were huge successes.
And they're like, okay.
Well, I mean, hell, even before that, they were like, hey, you're a kick-ass filmmaker, you want to make Man of Steel? Like, no, I don't really do big-budget action movies like that. Just give it to somebody else. But it was a slow, very well-done process of getting him on board for this kind of stuff.
Well, I think at one point he was offered Justice League.
I think he was. But I do remember back in the day he was offered to do Man of Steel, but
yeah,
because as a filmmaker he didn't really find that was in his skill set. And I applaud him for that, for not succumbing to the pressure of making a movie he wasn't comfortable with doing.
Exactly.
And sticking to his guns. And now he's learning. Making Dawn of Justice was a learning experience to know how to make that kind of stuff as a filmmaker.
Well, and then he's also being a producer on Justice League, so...
Yep.
Okay. Do we have anything else we want to say? Josh Gad apparently is going to play Penguin. Like, it's not official, but, like...
Might as well be.
I mean, he took a picture at DC headquarters with Jeff Johns and, like, the head of the DC film universe with a picture of a comic that had the Penguin in it. Yeah,
so I guess we'll see, but if, something comes out of the blue that just I mean, it might as well just be like the red herring that says, oh yeah, this is a thing, this is official.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's everything but official. Like, you don't tweet that out unless,
Well, I mean, it was like, it was, like Joe Manganiello's reveal as Deathstroke. It was like Josh Brolin getting the role of Cable.
Yep.
I mean, it's, just dropping those bombs here and like those big hinted bombs here and there.
Yep. But yeah, like I said, I don't think he's going to be the main villain in the Batman though.
I kind of want it to. I don't want it to. I want it to be that way. It's like I want him to be second fiddle to the big
I
show.
think he's going to be in Gotham City Sirens.
Possibly.
I think he's going to be a supporting character in that because the Penguin, aside from Gotham, I've never really liked.
I've never really liked him either. Kind of media material has sort of made me dislike the character. I've never really liked it. Like, the closest I came, like, a smidgen close to liking his character was Nolan North's portrayal in the Arkham games. But even then, that wasn't enough to make me to like the character. I always found him just an annoying little jackass.
Well, I think that's why he's going to be in Gotham City Sirens, to test the water.
Possibly. I don't know. I just think I think there are just better villains.
Right.
That just make him look like nothing.
Yeah. But no, yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to where this goes in the future. Come on, DC. You threw a pretty big hat into the ring. Keep it going.
Keep it up. Don't fail us now.
Now you have expectations.
The good kind.
The good kind. Now you have the good kind of expectation. You got to keep that up now.
Don't fuck this up. Don't make us regret this.
Yeah. But do we want to talk about the Sin City TV reboot?
On the subject of comics, sure.
I don't care anymore.
Same. I don't care. I liked the movie. I even liked the sequel.
Yep.
A little bit. Why do we need this?
You can't. It's gonna be hard to do on a TV budget.
It's gonna be hard, and depending on the network, it's gonna be hard to do it at all because of it's some very mature content.
Right.
So when I hear TV, I'm thinking typical network. I'm like, that's not gonna work. Yeah. There's a lot of hardcore graphic material in that story.
Yeah. And is it going to be in black and white? Because if it's not in black and white, then it's going to lose a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do it black and white.
The good, and we're not talking just regular black and white. I mean, like the good kind of like stylized black and white that you actually see from the comic.
Exactly.
Where, with the exception of blood, that's the only color you're getting.
Yep.
And it's glorious, or gold as well, red and gold.
Mm-hmm.
Red, gold, and yellow. Sorry, those are the three. My bad. 3 colors.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just I can't, like, I don't care anymore. Like,
I don't care either, because a reboot should be a way to sort of fix the mistake of the past.
But the movie wasn't. Sin City 2 wasn't bad. It's just nobody went to see it. Yeah.
That was, like, I didn't watch it until way after it was out of theaters, but when I finally watched it, like, this isn't bad, it's just, it didn't get money.
Yeah.
It wasn't a financial success.
Yeah.
And the first one is great.
Yeah.
Like, I read a bit of the comic book here and there, and then watching the movie, like, this is really good. Really good, it's just really good stuff. So, it's like a reboot of any kind should fix a mistake. There's no mistakes to fix.
Exactly.
The movies are fine.
Yeah. But,
this is no Daredevil, where we got 2 seasons of an epic show that makes most movies look bad.
Right.
And makes you forget the horrible past that once was.
Exactly.
This show isn't going to do that.
No, it's just, it's
basically going to, it's basically just going to be like a shameless, unnecessary reboot that's just going to, that the only justice it's going to do is just throwing Frank Miller more royalties.
Yeah.
That's it.
But, yeah, okay, we gonna talk about New Mutant casting?
Had we not talked about it?
Well, did we talk about New Mutant casting last time? I don't know if we did. I mean, we could skip over it if you want.
I don't think we have. Go ahead.
The older brother from Stranger Things is playing Cannonball. So, okay, cool.
Okay.
I still don't believe this movie's going to happen. I still think it's never. Up until I am sitting in the theater, I will not believe this movie will get made.
This is not Guardians of the Galaxy levels of obscure that can still get turned into a successful movie.
I just don't think it will get made. I don't see...
Well, like I said, Guardians of the Galaxy was an obscure property that most people didn't know anything about, and yet it turned out into a huge success.
Right.
New Mutants isn't that. It is not... It is way more obscure. Yeah. It is shrouded by not only the X-Men in general, but all the other X-Men spin-offs that happened.
Right.
Like, you are going through many, many layers of X-Men stuff to find New Mutants.
Yeah.
I only know the gist of that story. I never read it myself. I only know like a little bit of information, but I know of its existence.
Right.
And
yeah, it's just I
don't think Fox has that edge where they could take a property like that and turn it into a money-making success.
Right.
They just have to keep doing it. I mean, the pitch sounds good. Yeah. We want to do an unconventional superhero movie, but that's going to be, I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you can make all the promises you want. I've heard them before, but until I see like a fucking trailer or like a clip of footage that proves it, I don't buy it.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I don't think this movie is going to get made, and I need to see something real to really get on board with this.
Right.
Until proven wrong, the future is basically just going to be unnecessary X-Men sequels and Deadpool movies.
Yeah.
And eventually X-Force, but
yeah. But
yeah.
All right, this is going to be your time to shine because Haley Steinfeld's in talks for Bumblebee, and go.
Okay. To begin, I only did a little bit of research about her post watching Edge of 17, which was my introduction to her. That was my introduction to her. Edge of 17 is one of my favorite movies of all time, even though it's like about a year old now. Right. I saw the trailer and thought, this movie looks really great. It's an interesting teen movie that's not like other teen movies, and it was fucking perfect, and I loved it. I kind of thought, so I did some research, and it's like, oh, she's got a music career, she's done some other successful stuff in media. That she seems like a really talented person.
Right.
So then I read that she's eyeing to be in the Bumblebee spinoff, and I immediately put my foot down and said, no, don't get on that train. Yeah. For the love of God, Haley, don't do this. Don't step into Michael Bay's world.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you're going to get burnt, but you're going to get burnt. And it's going to be terrible. It's going to be like a point of no return. This is either a fuck you project for you, or you really think that this is going to be good, like a good opportunity.
Right.
And I just don't do it. You could do so much better stuff than this. Just Transformers is so far up its own ass.
Yeah.
It can't smell what it's selling.
I hate that
damn shame.
I hate the trailer for 5 so much, and here's why. Because you watch the new trailer for Transformers 5. This happened to me at Wonder Woman and at Pirates 5, which I went to see again last night. The first shot of the trailer is the same location from Force Awakens, where Luke is training Rey. It's the same location, or at least it looks the same. So every time that trailer starts and I see that grassy thing, I'm like, oh, is it a new Force Awakens? No, goddamn it, it's a fucking trend every fucking time.
I wouldn't blame you. I would get that first impression too. I'd be like, you see a shot that you recognize, like, oh, it's for this one movie I'm really excited. Ah, fuck it, they tricked me.
And it pisses me off more. Aside from the movie looks like shit.
The movie does look like shit. That is a turd that Mark Wahlberg, Anthony Hopkins, Josh Duhamel, and all the other faces that I can't think of right now in that movie cannot shine.
Yeah.
This is a fuck you project for them.
Yeah, this is
like, we have enough face to do whatever the hell we want, so we don't care anymore. And I hear when Michael Bay isn't being an asshole, he's kind of a cool guy to hang out with. This is just fun for them. This is just dumb, stupid fun for them.
What pisses me off so much about this movie is that nobody says no to Michael Bay anymore. Nobody says no. From a script level, to a directing level, to an editing level. Nobody says fucking no. The fucking eye candy in this movie, the supposed, eye candy from this movie, the girl was fucking underage when they shot it.
Jesus
Nobody
Christ.
said no. Not a producer, not the studio, not the fucking casting director, fucking nobody.
And it's real. It just proves how much of a villain Michael Bay is. He knows what puts butts in seats, and he will pursue it without a second thought, without any thought at all. And people just bend to his will. He will just do stupid shit, because he knows it'll sell. In Transformers 4, he bluntly rubbed statutory rape in everybody's fucking face.
And nobody said no. They finally fucking went there. Nobody can watch this movie without feeling like a fucking pedophile now. And people are like, well, she's underage, but they may not make her the eye candy. Bullshit! Every girl...
Well, if there's a female in the film
Yeah.
Bet your ass, if there's like a young female in the film, bet your ass that's your eye candy right there.
Yeah.
Hey, guys in the audience, focus on her.
Yeah.
When robots aren't.
I don't want to go to a movie and feel like a fucking pedophile.
I imagine many people did with the fourth one too. It's like, again, going back to the statutory rape thing, they fucking flaunt in your face this underage girl who's just like now getting out of high school.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, she was of course she was age when they shot the fucking thing, but within context, not real. No, she's still a minor.
Yep.
And they rub that shit in your face, and it's not okay.
Yep.
As somebody who has too much respect for women, I can stand up.
It's not even a woman respect thing. It's a fucking common sense, logical, decent human fucking being
stand up
thing.
And say, this offends me. This is disrespectful. I don't like it, and I can't. And I can only imagine that Haley Steinfeld being in the Bumblebee spinoff is going to be the same fucking thing.
Yep.
It's like, we want hot young face to be the lead in this movie. Imagine
she's better than that. She's a really good actress.
She is. Again, I've only seen her in Edge of 17, but that, like, she was fucking perfect in that. And
she was amazing in True Grit.
She is fantastic, and I just don't not want to see her get burned by the Michael Bay bandwagon. I do not want to involuntarily sit down and watch this movie with a giant frown on my face and see her sexily draped across the hood of Bumblebee for a dumb shot. Yeah. Bet you that shit's gonna happen.
Fucking.
It's gonna be like the fucking end of the first Transformers movie.
Yeah.
You know the shot I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. Fucking yeah.
It's just
fucking no. No.
Yeah, a big fucking no. We
please,
need to stop.
God, no.
We need to stop this now. We need to put our foot down. Like, all of us, we need to band together, put our feet down, and just lay down the law and just say no. No to Haley Steinfeld being in this movie for her own good, and we need to just step up and just tell Michael Bay off and say, we don't want all this ridiculous shit in these movies. Yeah. If anything, you could just do us a solid and stop making them. But
that would be fun.
If you have to keep making them, do it differently, please.
Yeah. Fucking. Do we want to move on to some interesting news? We're getting a Black Cat and Silver Sable spin-off movie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know. And
again, it's not going to be connected to the MCU?
Hopefully it's not like another potentially broken promise. Yeah. I would like this movie to happen. Yeah. In light of dumb movies that want to objectify women, I want this movie to happen, and I want it to be good.
Yeah. Well, I like the title, Silver and Black.
Yeah, it's a good title. I can see that they might get the right talent for the roles. Yeah. And I imagine there'll be that appeal to it, but I really want to like just showcase the clever badassery of these characters.
Right.
I want to get just give me what Anne Hathaway did as Catwoman in The Dark Knight Rises. Yeah. There's that appeal, but there's still that clever ruthlessness to her.
You know who would be really who I would like to see direct this movie? I don't know if it has a director yet, but I would like to see Edgar Wright do this movie.
Okay.
Think about it. A heist film done by Edgar Wright with two badass female leads.
It'll be what Ant-Man couldn't be. Yeah.
All
right, I'm down. I'm on board.
Right. Well, I'll say Edgar Wright for anything. But do you want to talk about the Spider-Man animated series that's coming?
Ah, fuck it. Right. Get off the rant horse for just like a moment, only to get right back on it. Okay. Marvel, you done fucked up.
It doesn't look good.
Yeah, you done fucked up. Like, Ultimate Spider-Man ended at the beginning of the fucking year, and we're not even going to be halfway through the year before this show premieres. Or it's like, it hasn't even been half a year, and the show is going to premiere.
Yeah.
Let's just run down the list. First of all, the biggest one. This show looks like shit from a visual perspective.
Yeah.
This clearly looks like those shitty,
this looks worse than Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Spectacular Spider-Man had a kind of weird, unique art style to it.
Yeah, and it was good for a kid show.
I would say Spectacular Spider-Man wasn't a kid show, it was just a show. You know?
Yeah, it was a show. I will agree with that. It was a show. It was a good one. But this just looks like, it looks worse than their current Marvel shows.
Yeah.
Like, their current shows have a reoccurring art style that is consistent through the majority of them, but this is horrible. It looks like one of those one of those shows for preschoolers.
It does.
Like, when I saw the first artwork, okay, they're going with something stylized, but then you see it in motion, you're like, this looks like something for 4-year-olds.
Yeah.
It looks like one of those dumbed down kid shows that they make for preschoolers or, kids under very much under the age of 10. That is all supposed to be about life lessons and being responsible and all that shit.
Yeah. Subliminally
hidden behind cute artwork. And that just burned my eyes on contact. This doesn't look good.
Yeah.
I also hate Spider-Man's homemade costume that they showed in the clip.
Oh yeah.
I can understand that he doesn't have the costume yet because this is the beginning of the show, but it looks awful. Why the fuck is he wearing a ski mask?
This is just them being like, oh, we got to make it look like the movie.
They could have easily just ripped out the costume that he wears in Homecoming, the homemade one.
Not to mention, you can see his face in the fucking homemade costume.
Yeah, like I said, why is he wearing a fucking ski mask?
It's just...
Why? I mean, the homemade outfit from Homecoming, or any of his previous incarnations, they obscured the majority of his face.
Yeah.
Even the homemade Raimi costume.
Yeah.
At least obscured the majority of his face.
Right.
Why would you make him look like a dipshit robber or something? He looks like a mugger.
Yeah.
He looks like an underage mugger. It's stupid.
Yeah.
And not to mention, Scorpion looks terrible. They can't even get the villains right.
Marvel...
You can tell they have no inspiration. If you look at promotional material, Vulture, they straight up took Vulture's appearance from Homecoming, and I want to say...
made it look dumb.
They basically took his look from Homecoming, and I want to say the Ultimate Universe, and just bashed them together, and that's the result. And it looks horrible. Adrian Toomes looks fucking horrible in this show. All the villains do, and it's... Who the fuck is this for? Yeah. Spider-Man looks terrible, the villains look terrible, the animation is shit. It's another fucking origin story.
But fucking...
It's treading all the same ground, but it's doing it worse.
You know what I would love to see from Marvel? Actually, if we're gonna do animated shows, why not do other characters that you haven't really brought to the forefront yet? Do a Heroes for Hire animated series.
Let this be the opportunity to give obscure characters some time in the life.
Yeah. I would love to see an Iron Fist Luke Cage animated series.
Sure. Netflix fucked up Iron Fist. Cartoons, see if they can do it better.
Do a Heroes for Hire, you could do... We've never gotten a Captain America...
Knight. Give us fucking Moon Knight!
Moon Knight would be awesome! If you... and they're because we keep hearing about all these shows they want to do that are more adult, then fucking do them! Make a Moon Knight show that airs at 9 o'clock. Make a fucking Ghost Rider animated show that airs on fucking Thursday, 9 o'clock. Put it on when fucking Law and Order's on. Like, if you're gonna do it, fucking do it.
Yeah.
There's precedent to do a serious animated show. But no, in America, all we fucking do is make fucking shit like fucking Family Guy and American Dad with fucking animated bullshit. Why not try to actually make something that's actually adult, not just fucking dick and fart joke humor?
Yeah, enough with this low humor bullshit, unless you're Rick and Morty, who does it cleverly. Now, give us something, if you want to, take a page from the late 90s, basically just give us the Spawn animated, like, give us that, but with other characters.
Well, here's my thing. I disagree with you on the Spawn idea, because you don't need to show me tits and ass every fucking second, you don't need to have them swear, but just, like, do it as a show. Like, an actual...
Yeah.
Just show. Make it an animated show.
Yeah. Give us...
Could you imagine what they could have done with Batman the Animated Series had they just made it an actual show and not just a cartoon?
It would have been fucking glorious.
It would have been amazing. I mean, Batman the Animated Series is always great. Take a page from that and say, look, there's a precedent to do this as a show. Superheroes are some of the most... one of the most popular forms of entertainment in media right now. Why not just do an actual show? And I'm not talking
Capitalize.
Yeah.
Capitalize on it and do everything you fucking can.
And if you're gonna do this, you cannot pull this fucking horrible looking animation. You can't fucking do it. If you're gonna do it,
say bullshit. Like I am fucking like I love Spider-Man. He's in my top 5 favorite Marvel characters. I love him. But come on, I am so fucking sick of seeing Spider-Man shows that tell me the same goddamn story.
Yes.
Two options here. Either tell me a different Spider-Man story, or focus on somebody else in the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
I would accept a fucking Spider-Gwen show over this.
Yes.
I would rather watch that. And I'm not shitting on Spider-Gwen saying that she's terrible, and I'd rather take that as an alternative. No, I want a quality.
Well, no, I'm saying, like, Spider-Gwen is something we haven't seen before, and it's actually good.
Yeah, we're getting Spider-Man, we are getting him in movies again, we are finally getting Miles Morales on the big screen in the form of an animated movie. If you want to capitalize on the television market, give us somebody else from that universe.
Yeah.
Hell, here's another great idea. Give us give us Spider-Woman.
Give us a Spider-Verse show.
Yeah, you could have like an anthology show that just every episode focuses on a different character from the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, it would be kind of weird to structure and do, but you could pull it off.
Yeah. Like,
There are dozens upon dozens of Ultimate Spider people in that universe alone.
Right. Like I would love to see that.
Spider-Man Noir, I would love to get a show out of him.
I would love
2099 is another big one.
I would love to get, yeah.
And if you're going to do 2099, do justice to the costume, please.
Yeah, just fucking,
Black and red.
But this fucking same bullshit every fucking time. Like, we keep hearing about, like, how they're like, oh, we want to do, like, a serious show, like, and all that. Then fucking do it! You can't say it won't work because you haven't done it before!
Samurai Jack came back earlier this year and raised the bar on its original format.
Fucking
and
right?
So, like, a kid's show came back and raised the bar and was able to accommodate a more mature audience and did it really fucking well.
I'm sorry to our viewers, but we're just going to probably rant on this for a little while longer. But this
Marvel Spider-Man, fuck off and go die in a hole. Hey, Marvel, get your thumbs out of your asses and give us something better.
Yes.
This is too much. You've crossed the fucking line, and it's time to stop. Please.
Just fucking stop. Fuck.
God damn it. God. Shit. This is just such bullshit.
The Mummy looks terrible, and it doesn't seem like it's gonna do well.
That is expected.
Which sucks, because I think a dark universe could actually have been fun.
It could have been.
I don't know why you would have started with the Mummy.
Yeah, I would have started with, like, another, like... Because, let's see here. Let's see. Out of all of the stuff that they want to do, the two that are the most relevant in recent years, because there were movies made on them, are The Mummy and The Wolfman.
Yep.
Everything else in there, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and Dracula. All that other stuff is, is in a sense obscure. You could capitalize by making movies on the other characters first, and then
I would love to see a movie of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Like, I have never been alive to see one on the big screen.
And hey, with Russell Crowe, that could be pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, you know, Russell Crowe already kind of has that reputation of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
So
he can be a suave class act when he needs to be, and he can be an asshole the rest of the time.
Yep. Fucking.
He can do it. So
I love Russell Crowe. I mean, he's fucking awesome.
I do too.
But
regardless of when South Park is constantly making the butt of jokes.
Yes.
Fucking. I'm a pretty asshole, which is kind of funny, but
yeah,
he's a great actor.
Yeah, I mean, I love him in The Nice Guys.
Yeah, fucking great movie. Broken City, it's another good one.
Yep. All right. Did you see the thing Zack Snyder sent out about Wonder Woman?
No.
He sent out a black and white picture of Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, and he just said "proud." I'm like, that's kind of cool. You know, he's still.
Oh, I actually did see that. I just know it was by him.
Yeah.
But he's just showing his support, showing that he's not completely out and still, pays attention to these kinds of things. So good for him.
Yeah.
So yeah, good for him. We got our first clip of Atomic Blondes, and
which looks fucking amazing.
Further, just like my confidence in this movie and how fucking awesome it's gonna be.
Yeah, holy shit!
I am gonna love this movie. Will it be better than John Wick Chapter 2? In my eyes, probably not, but it'll be it'll be up there.
I mean, it's got fucking McAvoy, dude.
Yeah, it's got James McAvoy. It's got
John Goodman.
Other people who I can't remember right now, but
John Goodman.
Really big names in the movie.
John Goodman. It's got John Goodman.
John Goodman. That's what I was thinking of. It's got some big names in there. I mean, Charlize Theron and James McAvoy are leading talent, and that's enough to sell the movie. But you got these other big names in there, and it's going to be great. Yeah. Hell, even the Mummy herself is going to be in the film.
Yep.
Doing an epic sex scene with Charlize Theron, which must have been real fun to shoot.
But
I just recognized her and thought, well, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm here for the.
I got a really bad pun that I'm not going to say now. I had a really bad pun.
I don't know. The movie's gonna be fine, and the clip that they released just reaffirms those beliefs.
Did we talk about Doug Liman walking away from Justice League Dark last time? I don't remember if we did.
We did, and what I believe I said last time was that what is his problem? He needs to get his shit together. If you're gonna invest in a project, invest in a project. Don't drop the ball and walk away.
Well, I mean, a lot of directors sometimes just the project is. I mean, he also walked away from Gambit, so
he walked away from Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
Post Edge of Tomorrow, and then he picked up Splinter Cell. Like, oh, cool, that should be interesting. And then he walked away. Like, fuck. Like Tom Hardy's still, like, with the exception of a writer, Tom Hardy's still the only guy on that project.
Yeah.
As the lead man, and it's just. That's a different thing that I've already talked about, but Doug Liman needs to get his act together. And, if you're gonna pick a project, stick to it. Damn it.
Yeah. Do we want to talk about how Dan Aykroyd said that Paul Feig he will never work with Paul Feig again after the Ghostbusters thing?
Sure. I mean,
look, I don't know why this movie keeps getting brought up in the podcast, but.
It's like a sign that I should actually watch it to see how long.
Dude,
it's gonna be like the next RoboCop 3 where I know it's shit.
We should do a commentary. We should do a commentary on that movie.
with Ghostbusters.
Yes.
No, I just think it's like I knew for a long time that RoboCop 3 was a shit movie. It had bad reception. Like, I mean, it was just so under the weather that that even Peter Weller couldn't be bothered to reprise the role. Just all that stuff.
Yeah.
So when I finally sat down and watched it and saw I watched probably less than an hour before I turned it off. Like, I'm done. This movie's shit. I can't watch it. I can't. I just can't. God damn it, it's so bad.
We should totally do a commentary on that one day.
Sure, definitely, but yeah, I think the signs are there. Like, dude, you should see how long you can endure Ghostbusters.
Yes.
No.
We got an update on Gambit. Do you know what the update is?
The movie is farther off from ever happening.
It's still happening. That's the update.
That's code for we have no fucking clue what to do. So let's just get people's hopes up and say that the movie is still happening.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know many people that are looking forward to this movie. I mean, with the exception of my uncle, who's a big Gambit fan. Like, I talked with him at one time.
I like Gambit, but like, I think Channing Tatum's just the wrong guy to play Gambit.
I'm not a huge fan of Gambit. I mean, my fix came from the 90s X-Men show.
Right.
And, yeah, I've never really been a huge fan of the character, and Taylor Kitsch, is that his name? Taylor Kitsch, yeah. Yeah, his portrayal in Origins Wolverine didn't buy me to his side either. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the character, but I really don't know anybody else that's really looking forward to this movie, again, with the exception of a close relative who's a big fan of the character. And it's... I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
If it happens, cool. If it doesn't, yeah. I don't know. I guess if it can be one of the one of the few films that can bring more attention to obscure characters getting movies, okay, cool. I'll make it happen.
Yeah, it's just,
if not, okay, whatever.
Okay. If we don't have anything else, do you mind if I go on a rant about the Harley Quinn Batman animated movie?
We'll get there. Just hold your horses, buddy.
That movie looks like... that movie just pisses me off in so many
ways. We are just on a ranting rampage today.
Yeah.
3 for 3. But we'll get to that in a moment. We definitely have confirmation that The Punisher is going to debut in November of this year.
Which I still think October would have been a better time, but...
I do too. That would have been fine, but... It was confirmed for November. Hey, I'm not going to complain. As long as I get it before the end of the year, I will not make a fuss. And I am super excited to see... And I can tell that this is a big deal for John Bernthal, because he's getting a lot more work recently.
Oh yeah,
and I'm glad for him, because he's a talented actor. He came from small stuff here and there to now like doing big scale stuff, and I'm glad that The Punisher is helping his career, because he definitely showed that he is the best Frank Castle today.
Yeah, probably
of all time. Like he is. If this show might dethrone Thomas Jane as the best Punisher ever.
Yeah.
It might just do that. So
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it, man.
I am very stoked.
How awesome would it be if Thomas Jane showed up as Micro?
As Micro?
Yeah. Or at least had a cameo in the show.
Cameo for sure, but they already have an actor who's going to be they already have an actor cast to play Micro.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, all right, cool. As long as Micro as long as they faithfully portray Micro the way they did in the comic, like,
yeah,
cool, awesome. Because Frank Castle really would not be able to do much without him.
Right.
Everyone always assumes Frank Castle is a one-man operation. Some versions, yes, but if you know the traditional Punisher storyline, he had a sidekick.
Exactly.
You just don't get to hear about him much.
Yeah.
With the exception of that one time Wayne Knight played him in the movie.
Yep.
What happened to Wayne Knight?
I don't know. I like Wayne
Knight. What happened to that one guy who basically was the powder keg for all of Jurassic Park's problems?
Newman!
Yeah, I'm really, I'm very excited.
Yeah.
The Punisher series is gonna be fucking awesome.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be amazing.
I'm still looking forward to Defenders because fucking goddamn it, it's gonna be good to see fucking Daredevil and Jessica Jones again.
It is going to be fucking amazeballs.
Yeah. Okay, so do we have anything else?
I'm double checking my list
Because once you let me off the chain with this, I'm just gonna fucking
It's just gonna fucking go.
Have I told you about why I hate this movie yet?
You have, but
okay.
We're gonna but the audience is gonna know in a moment.
Okay.
If I don't have anything else to bring up, and it looks like I don't really have anything else to bring up.
Okay.
It's Punisher with the big.
Fuck this movie.
Go ahead.
Fuck this movie. It looks like fucking dog shit. Fucking. Why the fuck is there a scene in that 10-minute fucking preview where we see fucking Harley Quinn pretty much trying to fucking rape and is going to fucking rape Nightwing? What the fuck kind of bullshit is this? Like, I get it, Paul Dini and fucking Bruce Timm are horny old men, but what the fuck? Did we not learn any of this shit from the fucking Killing Joke where we had to have fucking see Batgirl and Batman have sex? What the fuck is wrong with these people? I mean, my fucking god. It's just fucking weird and fucking disgusting. Like, why the fuck? Yeah, Harley Quinn's supposed to be like a fucking sex object kind of thing. I get that, but I don't want to fucking bone someone who's fucking raping somebody else. That's just not what I fucking want to fucking see when I put on an animated, Batman movie. This could have been a fun adventure fucking romp, but no, we had to fucking do that. Fuck this movie, and fuck everything about it, and I'm not gonna fucking watch it.
Rough. Yeah, it is like, I feel like just the people that manage the animated movies are losing their shit because they are declining in quality.
Yeah.
They're not getting as much of a spotlight as they used to. The movies are seemingly getting worse.
Yeah.
Like, there's a good one here and there, but they're just declining in quality. Like, are you pooling all of your resources towards the live action stuff? Don't do that. Your animated movies were good.
Yeah.
I still love the 2-parter animated Dark Knight Returns movie. It's fucking glorious.
Yeah.
And it's great, and I love it. And I love the animated adaptation of Under the Red Hood. It's great stuff. But I saw a clip from The Killing Joke that shows one of the worst things to ever grace Batman's character. And I'm just, why would they let something so stupid happen? And then I hear these things about this upcoming animated movie, and I'm like, why do you want to do these? This is not cool. I understand that sex can be a powerful thing when used in a story, but not under these circumstances.
No.
Not under these circumstances. Like, no.
Fuck.
I get it. Harley Quinn is supposed to be kind of like a sexual object sometimes, but everything else about her character makes up for it.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when she nailed Deadshot in the Assault on Arkham animated movie.
Right, but they didn't. It wasn't gratuitous, and it was just, it was one fucking scene.
But it played into the fucking story.
Yeah.
That was part of her agenda.
Yeah.
She didn't do it just to do it. She's not like Starfire in Red Hood and the Outlaws, where she's just like, whatever. I guess I'll just get railed by somebody just because fuck all.
Yeah.
Like, it served a purpose.
Fucking goddamn.
It played into the story. I get the impression that this doesn't do that.
Yeah.
I get the impression that it's just kind of like there to be like, oh, we want to show that she's just this crazy fiend. Like, yeah. No, that's not the way to do it. Yeah. And no, having there be tension, having there be romantic tension between Bruce Wayne and Barbara Gordon in The Killing Joke was fucking stupid because they have a professional relationship. If anything, a surrogate father-daughter like bond.
Right.
It's like, when she's out fighting crime, Bruce is more of like an alternative father figure to her,
right?
Not a romantic interest. Yeah. I don't understand that. Like, I understand that The Killing Joke's a pretty short story, but that's not how you fill up space.
Nope.
And with this upcoming animated movie, like, don't take one of my favorite animated art styles used in an iconic animated series to do shit like that.
Yeah.
Don't fucking do it. I know that its memory already got soiled a bit more when you told me about the miscarriage from the comic books between Barbara and Bruce. And that just made it even worse in my memory. But
oh yeah,
that does not no. It needs to stop. God damn it!
Fucking.
It needs to.
It needs
to stop. God, it needs to stop. Damn it! Like, this is not how you. Just. It is so stupid. It is so frustrating.
But
one of the only times I can think of like a comic book character being taken advantage of that played a symbolic role was that one time in the Punisher comic book where he was fucking raped by a woman.
Yeah.
Just because she was emotionally insecure.
I don't have
practically on her deathbed because of breast cancer.
Yeah, and I don't have anything else unless you have anything. We're at an hour, so
I'm just all of this.
Most of it was us ranting about stupid shit.
Yeah, it really was, and I don't have a problem with that. But my God, man, there were just so.
We might have to put like a headphones warning at the beginning of this to be like, hey, there's gonna be some shouting. Warning headphones.
There's gonna be a lot of fucking shouting.
Yeah.
We still have to sit down and do that spoiler cast retrospective for Samurai Jack.
We do. We
still have to sit down and do that. This. I don't know. We're less than a week away. About a week away.
Yeah.
We could do. I don't know. We could sidetrack into the video game space and do E3 predictions. Does anybody want to hear us do E3 predictions?
Well, let's do that next time, because I don't think there's going to be a lot of news next week. Since a lot of it's going to be focused on E3.
Yes, that is a possibility.
So we can probably just do next episode. We'll just go through the comic news really quick, because there's probably not going to be a lot, and then we can just focus all on E3.
Yeah, but who wants to... Get ready to hear the both of us sit down and watch me take over the discussion, ranting about all that stuff I do and don't want to see.
I will very politely nod and agree, but
it's a very mutual discussion today. But next week, it's on. It's gonna be the James. It might as well just be the James show. It's gonna be just me.
Welcome to the James show. But
me just going off for a fucking hour about all the stuff I do and don't want to see.
Yeah.
One of the biggest events of the year.
Yeah. Well, and then because July's Comic-Con, right?
I want to say yes. I want to say I want to say Comic-Con is a late June thing.
Okay, well then we'll have that'll be a long show. We could probably go 3 hours with Comic-Con news. No. I don't have anything else unless you do. Ba-ba-ba-da-da. Silence. So
yeah, the one thing that kills good material.
Yep.
When you have your entertainer standing there for like, what? I don't know what to say.
I'm so confused, man. Like, well, apparently Pirate 6 is apparently going to happen, apparently, because of Pirates of the Caribbean won the box office against Baywatch. Surprise, surprise, because Baywatch was fucking terrible.
Yeah, there's no. Oh yeah, you are right. San Diego Comic-Con is July, so.
Oh, okay, cool.
I just wanted to check that and be all prepared.
We want to be accurate with our news.
Kind of. Yes, maybe. I don't know.
So we're aiming to be better than Fox.
Anything can be better than Fox.
Yeah.
If you try hard enough.
Yeah. All right, well...
Fucking fast.
Yeah. All right, well, I don't have anything else unless you have something else. Because we're at an hour and 5 minutes.
I think I got all the... I think I got all the aggressive energy out of me for this day. I'm it's a warm day, and I'm just covered in adrenaline.
Cool. All right. Well, let's do the sign off. This has been Two Dorks, One Mic. I'm Kyle. And apparently my partner is silent.
Oh, and sorry, brain fart. I was thinking. And I'm James.
All right.
So,
we'll see
goodbye
you.
and all that jazz.
We'll see you next video.